the Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast. 780-BONE. Brought to you by Auto Gallery of Winnipeg.
Hey, good morning, gang. Gonna throw this out there for the bozo this morning. I was driving with his brights on. Buddy, I'm flashing my brights because your brights are on, genius. I'm not flashing them because it's daytime. Turn your brights off. There's a reason people are flashing you. It's because they're bright. Turn them off, idiot.
There's that woman who drives to work around my time, and I know this because I see her all the time. I think it's I want to say an older model Toyota Camry. Never has her taillights on. Absolutely never. And I see her, like I said, a couple days a week for sure, going the same route as me. And I tried to get her attention once, and I couldn't. And I'm just like,
scared.
I just wasn't having it. So
really
I'm just like,
this
you know what?
man
Maybe
goes to work at the same time as me and follows me, tries to get me to pull over. I would be scared too.
Well, her husband's probably gonna come fight me. What are you harassing my wife for on the way to
Her
work?
taillights are out.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Oh, it's so funny. She just like no idea. Just happy as can be, sipping her coffee.
Not affecting her drive.
No.
She's not looking behind her.
Okay, T. Kona weighing in, and this one here, I bet it comes up more often than you know. The residential neighborhood parking politics.
Hey, good morning, it's T. Kona. You know, I'm kind of pissed. New neighbors roll in, so you're always wondering who's gonna buy the new place, right? They got like 6 adult kids, whatever. So now there's 6 vehicles parked all over the goddamn neighborhood. That's okay, I guess. You know, you got whatever, but they got a double garage that they cannot even use because that garage is full to the rafters already with garbage. So now the neighborhood used to be able to park, can't park because these yo-yos don't even know how to park. They park in a fashion where normally you would fit 5 cars. Now you can only fit 3 because they don't know how to park. So then they go to the next part of the road past the back lane, and then they take up those spots over there. I don't know. I guess someone's going to call and bitch at me for bitching about people's parking, but this is me off, though, taking up the whole goddamn area.
It's great if you had a camper or two, I find, in the area.
That's even better when they've got something in the driveway.
To the extra car lot that has now developed.
Do you think there's ever going to be like restrictions in terms of residential parking, like only select amount of vehicles on the street per house?
Yeah, I don't know how that even works. I mean, those are premium spots in the residential neighborhoods, right? Because there's not a lot of them.
Yeah.
And if you've got like one house taking up like 4 of them, I don't.
A buddy of mine has to pay now for a parking residential pass in front of his house, and I think it's because there's a school in the area, so there's limited time.
I've heard of that, yeah.
But in these developments that they're building, I don't know. I don't know. How would you monitor that?
That'd be tough. That's Larry's.
But
Larry's got 4 cars out here today.
You would be that a-hole on the block, though, if you had like 7 vehicles. You know what I mean? Like that, your neighbors would definitely be.
You know what's great about being an a-hole? They don't care.
Yeah,
that's
part of it.
Everybody else on the block is concerned and worried, but a-hole, no.
When have you ever met an a-hole who comes up to you and goes, "I'm really concerned about what Maggie thinks of me"?
Yes.
Like they don't care. You're so right, Joe.
And the parking in front of your house apparently isn't even our property, right? It's the city's property. But anyway, it's all about politics and protocol, I guess.
The latest rendition here on PJK of discussing how often you should wear jeans before you wash them. It came up in the last few days.
All right, the debate's on about the jeans and how often you should wear them. Without a doubt, Philly, I'm on your team here with you can't wear them more than twice. 3 times tops before they're all wrinkly. They don't hold to your butt any longer. You got to tighten up the belt or they're falling down your ass. That's how you probably wear your jeans anyway.
What?
Skateboarder.
Skateboarder.
But, Joe, I know you yank yours up, and
yank it.
Kirby,
Right
you're
under my
talking about
boots.
yours being in your nether regions. I'm not sure about that.
Joe pulls them up really high.
Right high, so they hold everything up. I like that.
You like the support.
Right.
Well, they bought him as jeans, wore him as overalls.
Wow.
Right underneath his pecs. That's where the jeans
What
go.
are you going well for? He mentioned you carry yours right up your nether regions.
Well, my jeans can be tight sometimes.
And by the way, I don't skateboard. I appreciate that he thinks I would.
Well, somebody pointed it out. It just wouldn't work with those legs that don't bend.
Yeah, I can't.
Could be a liability. Straight legs on a piece of moving board.
I don't need you're right. With the unbendable legs, I don't need jeans making them even less mobile. Like, it's just not, so they're not that tight, my jeans.
Hard enough to even get jeans on, the poor guy. His legs don't bend. He's got to lay down on the bed like he's putting them on for leggings.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
So today it's a housefly. Yesterday was a little fruit fly buzzing around in here. The fruit fly was more annoying, but Joe's been waving. The funny part is we were talking about this off air during the bone phone. Joe waved at the fly, and Kirby thought that Joe was waving at her. Like that's enough, Kirby.
Yeah,
I want to talk now.
Out of nowhere. Just wasn't even saying anything. I will say this. If I had my chopsticks here, I'd Miyagi that little thing, remember?
Could you do
From
that?
Karate Kid?
I can tell you're annoyed.
No. Yeah,
the
this
fly.
fly's terrible.
Flies are annoying.
House
though,
flies,
that
yeah.
way.
Moths are worse, I would say.
What?
Moths, because I can live with a housefly. Will just go to the window and it'll buzz by that window for a week and then die. A moth, it's just more intrusive. It feels like I don't know. I want to get that moth out of the house right away.
I don't get a lot of moths in the apartment.
Me
Moths are gross, but when you do get them, and they'll eat through your clothes.
That's right. You got to
They
get rid of
stay
them.
in if they find their way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
But a fly, like if you've got cats too, like that's a highlight of their day right there.
Yeah.
Like when I get one in the apartment, I'm like, have fun.
I'll tell you what, a buddy of mine has a dog. It's a lab. And you go over to his place and you're out on the patio and you're having a conversation and all you hear is... And it's the
trying
dog
to get,
chomping at the
yes.
flies. Except now it's wasp season, so you got to be super careful because they're just chomping at these things and they'll get bit by a wasp. But it's the
man.
flies. It's hilarious because all you hear is sounds like you're talking to a senior with bad dentures, right? Because they're clapping.
chomping.
Yeah,
Yeah, the wasps are bad. I was at the Assiniboine Park yesterday, just laying there in the sun, trying to soak up some of that UV, and I couldn't believe how many wasps were around that area.
And
they're
there's
bad.
an article in the Free Press today that's saying this year the experts are saying isn't as bad as
Isn't as bad.
last year. Is not. No.
No, that makes complete sense
And
to me.
it does because it's a short season, right?
Yeah, they were earlier last year. I remember.
Yeah.
Because I remember
Agreed.
thinking, man, I haven't used the wasp traps yet. And now whenever they do get bad, it's bad. Like they're everywhere you go. You can't have a coffee outside without them buzzing around. Like everywhere you go, backyard, the park, they're all over the place. So
I went through the drive-through yesterday
Yeah.
and to grab a coffee, and the lady that was working the window, they had like a wasp trap set up outside of the window, trying to keep them away from coming in. And this one was trying to like come by, and I was like, he just wants to be your friend. She's like, I don't want to be friends.
It's a tricky thing, too, because you don't want it too close to the window either because it'll attract more wasps because of what's in them. But if you're going to head out to a patio because the weather is absolutely fabulous, just ask your server for a coaster to put over your drink.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That life hack.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I bring my own wasp traps wherever I go, like patios, and I'll
You
put
just set them up
I'll put them up for the staff.
under the umbrella.
Yeah.
Put some up at
Sir,
the
what
other
are you doing?
tables around them.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
And giveaway weekend is set for this Saturday and Sunday, giving you a chance to declutter some items that you no longer need or want and maybe do some browsing along some curbsides. The event aims to give you a chance to, reuse unwanted items, reduce landfill waste. And so you can place those on the curb with a free label and make sure to remove any unwanted items by Sunday evening.
Joe's got some free weights he's going to throw on the lawn that he doesn't use
Well,
much
don't
anymore.
throw them on the lawn, Joe.
No, put them right gently next to the curb with the bench. I think I'm throwing the bench out too and the belt.
Don't get rid
Do you have a Bowflex still? Because I would love it.
Yeah, still. I've got the whole, what do you call it? One of those rain barrels full of talcum powder too for the hands, the chalk. I'm going to put that out there like I'm some kind of Olympic deadlifter.
I remember my best friend's parents ordering a Bowflex back in the day, and this thing took up like half their living room.
Sure.
Joe deadlifting with the chalk.
You want me to put my rack of singlets out there too? The outfits.
Oh wow! Now we're really adding to the imagination.
Don't get rid of the belt though. You've had that thing for years.
Joe Weider. Weider belt you got to keep.
Oh man.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Putting Winnipeg on blast. People like Kevin Donnelly, Wade Miller. Get Metallica to Princess Auto Stadium. Get it done next summer or in the summer after. Get it done.
Well, Kirby and I both had friends in Edmonton. Check it out. Remember, it was a 2-shot deal. We sent people to other parts in the U.S. and to Edmonton for that show. Yeah, it would be awesome to have them here for sure.
And that show had Pantera opening up.
Yeah, that's all I could think of. Like, first of all, FOMO, seeing all the social media about the Metallica outdoor shows, and then thinking how great it would be right here in our own backyard. 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, PJK. Kirby, have you seen the Boston Pizza text line? Somebody specifically asking you to send a shout out to a work crew. Can you do that?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, shout out.
Say it like really, like, what do you call that type of voice? That sultry? Sexy.
You could do
Give
sultry.
it some, whatever you
want
think.
me to sex it up?
Well, I don't know if they want that. Let's try it a
The
couple
poor
of different
guys are
ways.
sweating already out there. And now you're trying to keep their mind off their work here.
So try it sexy and then do it again in like an authoritative, like you're their boss type of voice.
Oh, okay.
I'm going different angles.
Wow, okay. Are you a producer now? Okay.
A couple of takes.
All right, let's do take one here with the sexy read. Okay. I would like to do a big shout out this morning to the guys working at Bedrock Landscaping. I hope you guys are working really, really hard.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
You usually got to pay $4.99 a minute for that type of voice.
Back in the day, getting your parents' credit card was always tough. Now,
And the authoritative?
Yeah, like
okay.
Well, more like you're excited for them, you know, like you're working the Red River X or something. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I think so. Like it's
Hey.
Okay. Shout out to the Bedrock Landscaping boys this morning.
Yeah. Those are a good crew.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Bedrock's a great name for a
It
landscaping
sure
company.
is.
It did kind of go with the sexy read, the whole Bedrock.
You should say a yabba dabba do, because that's a Flintstones reference at the end. Can you try that?
Can you do Flintstones
I-
voices?
what?
I think
No.
Joe's going to have to pull off the Flintstones.
No.
No?
Don't you remember?
I do like the Flintstones.
Sure. Who doesn't like the Flintstones? Bedrock. That was the name of their town.
Yeah.
Kirby shout outs this morning. So here's what we need. If you want a
Oh,
shout out
wow.
from her and you're on
Okay.
a work crew, you got to tell her what kind of voice you want and how many words. How many words is perfect? Like, we don't want to get into like paragraphs.
Yeah,
here for
it's a little harder to do when there's more to say.
One sentence shout outs.
It's like Cameo. You get one like company mention reference,
Yep.
right, with maybe one sentence.
Okay.
Send them in on the text line this morning. Kirby will read them.
Love that.
I haven't checked with her, but I'm assuming she will. 762.
Well, I guess I'm in.
555. Can I just talk quickly about, and I know people are sick of hearing about them, but just an observation about the most famous couple currently on Earth.
Oh.
I know, but Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Okay, they're everywhere. Yes. But just an observation about the type of couple they would be.
Please tell me.
So they go everywhere with Mahomes and like Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes. They're besties, right? They do everything, and it makes sense. Quarterback, tight end, they're on the same team.
Battery mates.
They've been buddies forever. And Brittany Mahomes strikes me that she's very annoying as well. However, if you're the Mahomeses, I think that hanging out with Kelce and Swift would be very difficult because they're at the U.S. Open, for example, the tennis, and and there's Kelce and Swift. What are they doing? They got a drink in each hand, and it's like they're dancing and singing like they're at a concert. And good on them for having fun. But don't you think for the other couple, that's a little awkward? Like PDA, like they're all over each other, dancing and singing no matter what the event.
I would say yes if you were with another couple and you're going, really? Is life this good 24/7? Like,
Yes,
come
that's
on.
what I'm saying.
It's just a little over the top with the whole macking out on each other, too, at certain events. I'm at a sporting event. I'm at a Jets game, and I'm sitting there. Hey, okay, we drove. Hey, we'll sit in the back seat, and they're making out on the way home. And as soon as they get out of the car, you go,
Right.
I can't keep doing this.
That's exactly,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. It's not a shot at them. It's a shot at them as a couple.
Right. And
Oh, God.
more power to them. They're happy as can be. But if you're that other couple, there's no way Patrick and Brittany aren't on the way home and going, my God, like enough. Like we're at the U.S. Open. Did they really need to be acting
It's
like
tennis.
they're at a Garth
like-
Brooks concert?
Garth Brooks
Oh,
concert.
just drinking it.
You know what? I did see footage, though, that even though they were all on each other, loving and, all that stuff at the U.S. Open, Travis Kelce still had his phone up propped with football on the go.
Oh, he's still watching the
He was
football.
still
Wanna make
watching
sure-
the football.
Wants to make sure his teammates know that it's not all just PDA.
Yeah.
I'm still working here, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
Philly Joe and Kirby, the podcast. It's nice to be worldwide. Joe, that's the thing about a podcast. It's global.
that's what they explained to me
Yeah.
when they said we were starting a podcast. The beauty is it's going to be worldwide.
We are international.
Yeah.
So there could be someone in Croatia sitting out, on
On the
deck
beach.
or wherever. Yeah, I don't know, but like
I just
don't
assume
know.
if you're in Croatia, you're enjoying the beach.
I don't know. Is it well known for beaches, Croatia?
I'll be honest. It's one of the two more popular European stops over the last couple of years, Portugal and Croatia. For anybody I know that's gone to Europe, those have been the spots. They've got a lot of great things to see in Croatia. Beaches, I'm sure, are one of them. But
Yeah.
what European city would you go to and they wouldn't tell you that they had a wonderful beach experience?
Well, even Winnipeg. You come here, go to Grand Beach.
Yeah, I don't know if they're dealing with zebra mussels in Croatia and other parts of the world, but
We were talking on the show about jeans and how often do you wash your jeans. And then, so that got into, because you're going to get a wide variety of opinions on how often you wash your jeans. That got into like sort of a different topic of, well, and I think it was Big N, one of our regulars, who said, well, I wash my work jeans I think he said every 3 days. And then he's got his, what did he call them? Is it going out jeans or his?
yeah, some people would have a higher end pair of jeans. Going out jeans is what he called them. I just
yeah.
opened up the Boston Pizza text line, and it says, going out jeans probably get worn, then laid out to be worn again at least 5 or 6 times because they don't really get dirty. And then, and the wash jeans were every 3 to 4 wears.
And then we had Guilty saying, well, I got to wash my going out jeans more often because I need they don't hold my ass properly. They lose their shape.
They lose their shape.
That is like I'm not gonna say it's like a guy thing because maybe there are women that have their going out jeans, but like I remember having an ex that it was very simple. He had like 3 pairs of jeans, and 2 of them were like his everyday wear jeans, and then the one pair was for special occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nicer jeans that you could wear with a sports coat.
Well, jeans can cost you, they can go up anywhere to $500, $600 a pair.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, a good example is, Kirby, you wouldn't have work jeans. Are you, like, unless you're in the trades, why would you have work jeans? I have jeans that I'll do yard work in the fall
yep.
and shovel snow and, the little bit of manual labor that I do. I do have an old pair of jeans for that.
I have jeans that are like, this day I feel bloated and I need them to fit a little bit like looser. And then I've got jeans where I'm like, I'm feeling good. Let's,
Joe's
the
got
tighter
overalls
jeans.
that he'll wear every.
No, those are regular jeans, Phil. I just ride them high. There's no strap. They're strapless
okay.
overalls, I call them.
Strapless. How do they stay up?
I told you, I pull them up.
But I wonder how many people have, like, casual pants. These are jeans I wear going out. These are work jeans.
Yeah.
These are, I'm sure everybody has.
Oh, comfy pants are the best. Like that's the first thing I do after I get home from the show is I change
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too.
into like comfort clothes.
I've got those, like, they're like sweats, but they're like, I wear them to bed.
Joggers.
Like,
Yeah.
I think
like
they're
those.
called the recreational pants. Yeah.
Rec pants. And on a Sunday morning,
Leisure pants is what they're called. Yes.
I won't wear them if I'm going out in the afternoon, or my wife certainly wouldn't let me wear them out with her. But if I got to run and pick up something at Circle K, some coffee creamers or something.
You got 'em, huh?
I'll put the Crocs and the leisure pants on
Yeah.
and hope I don't run into anybody.
Yeah.
Boy, would that be a sight to see you at the gas station.
That's the game within the game. Before the game, actually, is how it goes.
Phil.
All right. That's BJK Extra.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
You better, you bet. The Who, 92.1 City, celebrating The Who right now here at the Big Rock Station.
Yeah, they're under the spotlight this week. It's something our music department and, of course, Iron Mike put together. Last week it was Aerosmith. You're going to hear some gems like that come up during the week. And, man, that's one hell of a catalog from The Who.
Definitely.
So it'll be nice. And they don't even tell us till we get in. So, it was
surprise.
like late Sunday night we found out that The Who was under the spotlight this week. So, nice.
7:45 this morning, so less than a half an hour from now, your chance to win Gold Eyes tickets, and these are behind home plate tickets, like badass seats, and there are
nice.
4 of them for Game 2 of the West Final tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's a great place to tell the umpire how bad of a job he's doing on those. Yeah, balls and strike calls. Yeah, actually, I guess the second last game I went to had a winner of the 92.1 City World Tour. This was the one we gave away last year to anywhere they wanted to go in the world. You remember? We gave it away just before
Right.
Christmas, I think, last year.
And didn't they choose the Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was funny because I was sitting there and I was, hey, go Gold Eyes. And the guy said, hey, are you Joe? I recognize your voice. I wasn't yelling at the ump.
Yeah, well,
But
that was
maybe
later.
tomorrow. Now
was
that's the
later.
playoffs.
Couple
I'm going
more.
to get intense. Tomorrow.
A couple more rums.
Face paint's coming out tomorrow
Wow.
for the Gold Eyes game.
Face paint.
The face paint.
Okay, the requests are pouring in for
Yep.
Kirby shout-outs. We got a couple more here for sure.
I don't know if they're pouring.
They're pouring in. She'll be here all day doing this. We haven't talked to her about this, but we think she's going to stick around all day till 6 o'clock tonight doing these shout-outs for you and your work crew or
That's
whatever.
what I'm here for.
Well, why would you want to be out and enjoying 30-degree weather? That's your prime temperature. And now you're going to be indoors working.
That's the temperature she thrives in. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't go out today, guys. I can't have it up patio. I got to do these shout
Doing
outs.
shout-outs. So what do we got here, Kirby? And what do they ask? Sexy voice?
Well, that's how it all kind of began. I am not sure, but these guys have in brackets Mario and Luigi. So,
I think that's their names, Mario and Luigi.
or do they want me to do the shout out in that voice?
You go how you want.
Oh my god, I don't know if I can
Well,
do that.
I don't know where this group would have thought that you obviously do impressions, but so I'm assuming that's their names. I'm just.
Mario and Luigi.
How could that be their names though?
Yeah.
What are the chances?
Well, you never know.
Couldn't be unheard of guys named Mario and Luigi.
That's like Corey and Dave in the
Yeah.
Italian culture.
Yeah, can't be. I mean, you're really playing the odds here.
Okay.
Okay, so forget about don't do the impression.
Okay.
Yes,
They just want a shout out. Okay, to On Track Excavation Boys. They're going to be golfing today. So hope you hit some balls and have a good time.
Okay, that's good. She hopes you hit some balls.
Then there's also the City of Winnipeg, Parks and Open Space, East Division. Can you?
They wanted it in the voice. They just got back.
Oh, they wanted the okay.
In the Mario and Luigi voice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go. Can you do it? You pull it off. Joe, do you need to help her with this one?
It's up to her.
Yeah, Joe, you got to do it because I can't do the Mario.
It's a me, Mario, and a me, Luigi.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
Philly Joe and Kirby's completely useless question.
Useless with a capital Y.
So useless.
Brought to you by Midtown Ford.
4 Gold Eyes tickets behind home plate for tomorrow night's Game 2. You could be seeing the Gold Eyes advance to the American Association Championship Series because they took the opener last night, and it's just a best of 3.
And this is the conference, series against Fargo, our biggest rivalry.
Yeah, that's right.
Batter up.
Okay.
And amazing corn passes.
Yeah, nice. 40% of people said that this is the best thing you can do to get over a breakup. 40%. Okay, so 40% of people said that this is the best thing you can do to get over a breakup.
780 City, 780 2484 for Gold Eyes tickets and amazing corn passes. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm stumped. Kirby, can you help, please?
Kirby, so 40%, okay? People said that this is the best thing they could do to get over a breakup.
I am not speaking from experience, but I've heard that the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
Relations with someone new. I got a new girl now. That's on
Honeymoons. Are you playing that today?
Man, I might have to.
No, don't might it.
Wow.
When you kicked into that.
I'll put it in right now.
But that's not the answer?
It's not the answer.
the
And if you
answer?
want to see that band, it's usually around.
That wasn't the answer.
No, it's around
I'm
Valentine's
gonna
Day.
throw my pen at your face.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, sorry. But that's a great answer. I'm surprised it's not in the top 5, to be honest.
Yeah.
Good morning, City.
Billy, help me out.
So we know to get over, get under is gone.
Yeah, Phil, give him an answer.
Okay, vacation. With
That's
some
another
buddies,
great
with
answer
some
that's not in the
friends.
top 5.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, no problem.
No, but very good answers,
Well,
guys.
depending on how serious the relationship is,
Let's go with a serious relationship.
Okay, get
this
out of
wasn't
town.
just a month tryst.
Trist.
Good morning for Gold Eyes tickets and amazing corn passes. Go ahead with your guess.
Delete your social media.
Oh, yeah.
No. It actually, I'll give you number 3. It says actually to go online and get proactive, I guess.
Get yourself out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was number 3. So totally the opposite of what that gentleman was guessing.
Share some posts like passive aggressive directed at the person.
Oh, that's the best quote.
Yep.
Yeah. Start
Yes.
with 2 days ago Tuesday if you broke up with on a Sunday.
Yes, get on board. Hashtag 2-.
Show a picture of the two of you.
We broke up Sunday. Hello.
Exercise, go to the gym.
No, that would be good for your well-being for sure, but not in the top 5.
Okay. 780 City, 780-2484. Hello there.
Hi, can I go with Kirby?
Kirby, 40% of people said this is the best thing they could do to get over a breakup.
Well, breakups are my specialty.
Yep, you are
It's on the business card.
Yeah.
Breakup specialist.
Okay, I'm going to say to take yourself out on a date.
Take yourself out on a date. The
Most
specialist.
people just call that going out, but
Yeah.
Kirby calls
Go
it
out.
taking yourself out on
Go
a date.
out on the town.
Okay, I will give you number 4. Okay, because it's going out to the bar or a social event to get engaged,
Okay,
to meet people. So I'll give you that one.
Okay.
Even though I think we were supporting you very highly on that one, I'll give you that answer.
I appreciate this.
That's
It's
not
worth it.
right, though, right?
It's not right. No.
Hi, City.
Hi, can I get Philly?
Phil, what do you think? You're not a breakup specialist.
No, I'm not.
But
No.
you're still the other option here. 40% of people said this is the best thing you can do to get over a breakup. So we knew go online. We know go out. Mm-hmm. That's one of them.
Well, let's go with another Kirby specialty here, self-care. So go for a massage, go for some
It's a great answer, but no.
spa day. Okay, sorry
Nope.
about that.
Thank you.
Yep.
A very good answer.
Somebody asked if I take a mirror out with me when I take myself out on a date.
Yeah.
Well, you've got 18 of them, you said at home. Remember? That was last week. We were talking about mirrors.
Going on dates with
She's
herself.
like a fun house over there in St. Boniface.
Most of it, like when I go to Safeway, I'm going on a date with myself to Safeway.
Yeah.
Hi, City.
Good morning.
Morning.
How about get a pet?
Not
Ooh,
get
that's
a
a
pet.
good guess.
That's a very good guess.
I've thought about getting more cats.
Thanks for playing.
You're only allowed 3, I believe, under the
I know.
the rules.
Gold Eyes tickets for tomorrow night's game 2 up for grabs. Hello.
Hello. How about give yourself like a new look, like new clothes, new hairstyle type of thing?
You know what? I'm going to give it to you.
Yes.
I'm going to give it to you. It was essentially go shopping, just a little retail therapy was actually probably a lot more simpler of an answer than you would think. So go shopping, right? Going out. We mentioned like maybe to a club or something. Online. Get a hobby was on. And hey, Kirby, this one's got you written all
Oh,
over it.
I
Breakup specialist.
can't wait.
Phil, get ready to hit the commercials on this one. They say after the breakup, you should start using a journal.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
times like these you learn what milling is.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of milling going on in this town right now. This just came in on the Boston Pizza text line. Northbound Route 90 between Dublin and Notre Dame. So right in front of Mid-Canada Fastener there. There's some milling work going on. And we talked about Dugald and Ravenhurst and, of course, Keewatin, southbound at Church. So
they're milling in all those places?
What,
Or is that...
what is milling?
Yeah, I think it's more or less, not that I'm an expert, but I think it means they're just kind of grading down the streets and resurfacing, is it not? I don't know. I'll look it up right now.
I know that the Steinbach, one of the Steinbach hockey teams is called the Steinbach Millers. Back in the, at least back in the day when, I was playing, there was a Steinbach Millers. Their MJHL team is the Pistons, obviously, but I think they're still
What are Millers?
Millers. Well, Joe's going to figure it out here.
It says here, milling is the process of grinding, cutting, pressing, or crushing a material in a special machine. I don't know.
And I think you can also mill flour. And
well, that's not what's going on.
No, on the
That's
road.
what we said yesterday because I once bought some cannabis that was pre-milled.
Yeah. We said flour is the gateway to cannabis.
Milling flour. Yeah, that's not what's going on the roads. I know that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, so somebody said I'm right, actually.
Okay.
Doesn't happen very often.
Bang
Shaving
on,
the
Joe,
road
is what somebody said.
with the milling machine, and then they will resurface. So you've seen those guys at work, and be careful because those guys are right out there plain as day.
Yeah.
So shave it down and then resurface. So a lot of that going on right now, which is a good thing.
That's right.
Shave it down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so save that voice though, Kirby, because we got to get back at these requests here because you're a little behind. Earlier this morning,
Story of my life.
Right.
A little
Yeah,
behind.
no doubt. You're usually running behind. Yeah, the excuses. That could be a board game, though. We started earlier this morning with shout-outs from Kirby. You kind of gave it a sexy voice and then an authoritative voice. And we've the requests have been pouring in. And I think this is where we got to have a discussion about, is this just a, hey, guys, glad you're working hard kind of thing, or are you going to start, because we're getting some sound effects. You had to do an impression of Mario and Luigi, and then somebody's asking, was it Big N for a growl?
Yeah, Big N said, you're the new Don Percy. Give us a dirty growl.
Okay.
That was Big Don's deal over the years, Master of the Morning for many years in this town.
And it was a growl? Like
Yeah.
a...
Yeah. Well, you're getting close to that cougar age, right? Well, that's what the growl
Actually,
sounded
you know
like.
what? I honestly strive to be a cougar.
What is the age for a cougar?
I have no idea.
I'm going to make it 35.
Okay,
I'm
there
living
you
my
go.
cougar life.
You're going to be 30? Okay.
Yeah, make your own rules. You said 35's huge. So
Yeah.
It's a big birthday.
Okay, so now I'm okay if you're like, growling's a little much.
Thank you.
It's your comfort
Yeah,
level.
yeah. My
So
comfort level.
no
No,
on
I'm
the growl.
no on the growl.
Okay.
I do have a couple of shout outs that I missed here, though.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so shout out to Miller Waste. The salute to Trucks 360 and 338 and everybody else listening. And then what else do we got here?
That didn't really sound like
Yeah,
any different
no,
than just
that
you
was
reading
pretty
it.
standard.
Oh, well, I can go back to like the sultry voice.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to throw
Okay.
this one out there while you're figuring out the one you're going to do because this came in earlier and we missed it. City of Winnipeg Parks and Open Space East Division.
The East Division, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to be confused with West Division. Just want to make sure.
No one's confusing it. One's
No,
East.
I could have got confused. Okay, this one. So let me do this, okay? A little shout out this morning to Jay and Dave with Everlasting Memorials driving out to Red Lake, Ontario today to install some headstones.
And I think if you're not doing a growl, you're not doing a sexy meow either, because that came up. Right? We should just stay
meow?
the animal sounds.
Well,
Like,
she's a cat lover.
That's
that
true.
could work.
So
that could be your new thing.
what
And
about a dog bark?
someone's saying you got to be 40 to be a cougar, Kirby. So
40?
you got 5 years.
I got 5 more years to prime for my cougar days.
Goals.
Rawr.
Look at that.
Do you want a meow or do you want to try the meow?
Meow.
Nah.
That's a cute meow.
Yeah.
I don't know how to meow. Like, do you know how to meow, you guys? I don't think so.
Like,
That's pretty
that
good.
was such
That
a
wasn't
good
bad.
meow, Phil.
I'm not even trying.
Yeah. Does
No,
anybody
I don't
want
have it in
Joe
me.
to do a sexy voice?
No, they
shout
don't.
out for them this
Yeah,
morning?
I want to hear that
Well, we'll
sexy
see.
voice.
We'll see if it comes in, and then we'll debate whether he's going to do it or not.
I will agree. Somebody doing a sexy voice for guys doing headstones at a cemetery doesn't seem very right.
If it's Headstones, the band, no problem, Kirby.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
Home of the big win, 50-50. The pot is growing by the day. Last I had heard, and I really wish I had an update for you, it was over $50,000. So half of that is going your way if you win this. And tickets start at $3 for $10. I really like the $100 value of 500 tickets right now. All the money goes to the Dream Factory right here in Manitoba, helping out these kids who have had a real tough break with critical illness.
You've done some work with Dream Factory before, Joe, and, speak a little bit to because you know firsthand the great, amazing stuff they do.
So it's not just anymore about a child or a family having a wish. I remember last year at the golf event, which happens to be Friday, and Josh Morrissey of the Winnipeg Jets is a big part of it. Actually, Mark Chipman is speaking at the breakfast this year. So Jets have jumped on board with stuff. But in this case, there was a project where one of the kids that was really suffering wanted to go see a New York Knicks game. So they got the family out to New York, and the Knicks actually came, those are just part of the deals or going. There's stories out there of a family getting away at Christmas time to an all-inclusive resort. So those projects. But now they are opening up a brand new facility where they can do so many things in-house. And now they're taking care of families here locally as well. So if your family's had all kinds of issues, they will put together basically a setup for you that will help you cover off bills and costs, which obviously build at a time when you really don't feel like you can work and such. So they do a lot more things than just sending people on trips now.
Yes, and if you can imagine what those families are going through when you have a sick child in your house. It's unspeakable, the kind of stress you go through. So it's something like what the Dream Factory does is amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, if that doesn't get you to, want to buy tickets, I really don't know what will, right? The chance to win half of the pot and also know that your money is going to a great cause is a good feeling.
So pretty simple to get it done. You can go online to our website, or easier, just text 762-555, the word DREAM. And the link pops right up there. Even an idiot like me can purchase tickets that way.
That's how you did it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
And Kirby, come on, get your 50-50. You can do it.
Get your 50-50.
Man, and look, we have had offers for you to come to people's socials. And
somebody did ask me about a charity tournament last weekend, and I said, I had something going on, so I wasn't able to work. But
I'm just going to throw this out. If you are a fundraising effort, she has to be in bed by 7. So the nighttime gigs are not her best. Well, I want you to give them the best 50-50 you can.
You're right, Joe. I thrive
Luncheons.
Better before 7.
Fundraising. She's available for fundraising luncheons.
Or daytime games, hockey games that take place before 7.
If you have a hard time remembering the time, just go, she thrives before 5.
For more Philly Joe and Kirby, lock it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.